What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Premier League transfer news update video, and this is another episode of the Football Talk video with me. So let me know what kind of transfers do you want to see happen in the January transfer window. If you support a Premier League club, who do you want your favorite club to sign? Let me know in the comments below, let's have a discussion. And the first transfer news is that Liverpool are reportedly interested in 20-year-old winger Leon Bailey. I know him full well because I signed him for the Liverpool career mode, and probably you guys are watching that series, he's been tearing it up. And in real life he actually was very impressive in the Europa League. He scored 2 or 3 goals in the group stage. And it looks like that a lot of clubs are actually interested in him. Liverpool were supposedly waiting for the summer transfer window to sign him, but they might sign him in this January transfer window because clubs like Roma and Bayer Leverkusen intimated that they are ready to launch a £20 million bid for Bailey in this January transfer window. Lyon and Nice are also interested in him, and from the Premier League clubs Liverpool, Chelsea, Bournemouth and Everton, it looks like are all interested in this guy. I think £20 million is a little bit too much for a 19-year-old winger who is yet to be proven at the highest level, but he's definitely a talent. He's fast, he's skillful, he can score goals. So I think he would be a good signing for Liverpool to develop under Jurgen Klopp. I would still prefer Quincy Promes, but Quincy Promes could cost maybe 25-30 million pounds. But he's a Dutch international, Holland international, so he's a lot further in his development than Leon Bailey. But maybe for like 10 or 50 million, Bailey would be a sensible transfer, not for 20 million though. So I don't think Jurgen Klopp will overspend for players. If he knows the market, he knows which player is worth the money and which player isn't. So I trust Jurgen Klopp full well, but I think that Liverpool need reinforcements. And the fact that we made a transfer deadline day bid for Christian Pulisic at the end of the summer transfer window shows that Jurgen Klopp thinks there is room for a winger in the squad, and that winger could be Leon Bailey. I just hope that we don't, gamble on the current squad staying fit, because it showed that when Mane was away for Africa Cup of Nations, he's still away, and Coutinho was injured. We lacked real pace and real width in the Liverpool side. And yeah, frankly, when Origi and Sturridge are off form, we are struggling in the forward areas. I really hope that now that Coutinho is back and Mane hopefully comes back at the beginning of February from the Africa Cup of Nations, hopefully Liverpool will be back to their best attacking wise, because in the past like 30 days Liverpool have been a little bit off form in terms of attacking, especially since Mane went to the Africa Cup of Nations. And there are some outrageous transfer news in the papers. For example, one of the newspapers are reporting that Pep Guardiola will let Aguero leave Manchester City following secret showdown talks at a restaurant. I don't really believe this, but the paper is also saying that the striker could join Chelsea of all teams. That would be just incredible. I still think that Diego Costa could leave Chelsea, but not in the January transfer window, but in the summer. Conte recently came out and said that Costa is happy at Chelsea and he wants to stay, which, believe it or not, it's your choice. But Aguero, I think that Aguero will only leave Man City if Guardiola can sign somebody like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or a top-class striker. I still think that Aguero on his day is one of the top 5 best strikers in the world, and Man City would be absolutely crazy to sell him, because you just cannot replace. It's very, very difficult to replace a world-class striker, and Aguero is seemingly happy at Man City, so I'm not sure where this transfer news or transfer rumor is coming from. And also there are reports that Man City's David Silva and Samir Nasri could leave Man City and join a Chinese Super League team. where ex-Man City manager Manuel Pellegrini is the boss. I'm not sure about this. I can see Nasri going to China, but David Silva, I still think that David Silva has a good 2 or 3 years left on his contract. And as Bayern's Arjen Robben said recently after signing a new contract, he said that if you go to China, that's basically your football career over and you're just going there to the retirement league for money. West Ham are also considering a complaint to FIFA because they accuse Marseille of tapping up Dimitri Payet, and that's certainly the case after Payet, said that he doesn't want to play for West Ham anymore. That could be the case. And also Liverpool could make a summer transfer offer for Man City's Joe Hart. This transfer rumor is still going on. So I don't really necessarily think that Liverpool need a new goalkeeper. I think Simon Mignolet and Loris Karius will push each other on, and hopefully one of them will be good enough for Liverpool long term. And Karius is definitely a huge talent, but he needs, practice and gaming and development. But Loris Karius, after he was dropped in the League Cup and in the FA Cup, he made some really good saves. So I'm really optimistic about that. So I don't think we necessarily need Joe Hart, but I would welcome him at the club no matter what. If Jurgen Klopp decides that we need a new goalkeeper. This is also very interesting. I've been seeing this popping up. Daily Mail is reporting that Monaco midfielder Bernardo Silva is wanted by Manchester United, and there are also talks about Manchester United going for Antoine Griezmann, and the Man United fans getting excited that now that Depay went to Lyon, it's official. The number 7 jersey is left vacated, and that's an iconic jersey at Man United, an iconic kit. So of course Man United fans are dreaming about Griezmann, but what if Man United doesn't finish in the top 4? That's certainly a possibility. Then I don't think they can attract the likes of Griezmann with just their money. And Griezmann seems like to be very happy at Atletico Madrid. So he recently said that he's happy and he doesn't understand these constant transfer rumors about himself going to the Premier League because and he said himself that Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi aren't linked with Premier League clubs in each transfer window. But that ties up to the next topic, that Lionel Messi's contract is a problem at Barcelona. He has 18 months left on his contract and Barcelona still haven't put an offer on the table for Lionel Messi for a contract extension. And I'm not saying that Lionel Messi wants to leave Barcelona, but if they can't agree on a contract extension, if Barcelona don't have the funds to extend the contract of Messi, and they already extended the contract of Suarez and Neymar, and they don't have as much money as you think they have, because they failed to attract the sponsors that they wanted. So a lot will depend on whether Messi will accept that contract when Barcelona put the offer on the table, and that could pave the way for Manchester City to offer £100 million for Barcelona, to Barcelona for Lionel Messi. I'm not sure if this would happen, but I will be honest, it would be amazing to see Messi in the Premier League, in the most fiercely competitive league where every game is like a cup final. Jurgen Klopp said it himself in the pre-Swansea press conference, and it would be just amazing to see Messi in the Premier League and how he will cope. It's fascinating to see how 35-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimovic is doing in the Premier League, and I will be honest, I didn't expect him to score 14 goals in 20 games for Man United. Only Dwight York and Ruud van Nistelrooy scored as many or more goals in the first 20 games of a Premier League season than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That says a lot about how well Ibrahimovic is doing, so it's amazing. And also Sadio Berahino went to Stoke City. I think it's official now that West Brom accepted like a £10 million bid, which could rise to 15 million. And also Marseille, according to the Daily Star newspaper, made an improved £26 million bid for Dimitri Payet. If I were West Ham, I will be honest, I would sell Payet for something like 30 million and bring in a really big player. Somebody who maybe doesn't play for a top club, but who could be on the verge of greatness. And West Ham already signed Jose Font, which is a very interesting transfer. I've seen a lot of the comments about the fans that this is basically a sideways move for Jose Font, but we don't know how much Font was earning at Southampton, and maybe he just saw a better contract opportunity at West Ham, and Southampton and West Ham are roughly on the same quality-wise, and they are both in the mid-table in the Premier League. So maybe Font just went for more money at West Ham. Also, Kasper Dolberg, who has been tearing up the Eredivisie with Ajax, is a really talented young player. I will be honest, I would love to see him at Liverpool. It looks like that Manchester United are interested in him, but also Borussia Dortmund registered an interest recently. So Ajax sensation. For any of you guys who are from the Netherlands, let me know, how good is he? Could he cut it in the Premier League? I still think that he should stay at Ajax for maybe 1 or 2 seasons, maybe even 3 seasons, because at Man United he would definitely not start right now, and I don't think he would start at Borussia Dortmund. But maybe when or if Aubameyang goes from Borussia Dortmund, leaves Dortmund, then there would be space for Dolberg. And also Aubameyang, where is he going? He recently said in an interview that he cannot see himself staying at Dortmund for the next 3, 5 or 10 years. He definitely, if a bigger club offers him a contract, he definitely would consider it. He wants to experience new things, his dream destination, and it's very rare that a player comes out and categorically says which is his dream club. And Aubameyang said that it's Real Madrid for him, but the question is, does Real Madrid need him right now? I don't think so, but I think Real Madrid could replace Benzema with Aubameyang. It would make sense because Aubameyang is younger and he's already on the level of current Benzema, and maybe his potential has a higher ceiling than Benzema. So this could happen, but of course Aubameyang said that Real Madrid is not the only club in the world, so if another big club, and certainly a big Premier League club, offers him a contract, he will think about it. But he says that when asked would he go to Liverpool, does he think that Klopp would try to sign him, and he says, I don't think that will happen. So that's a downer a little bit for me as a Liverpool fan, but I would love to see Aubameyang at Liverpool. But I don't want, of course, a Premier League rival to sign him, because he is just one of the best strikers in the world. So I hope that he goes to Spain, to Real Madrid or Barcelona. And also Juventus are reportedly ready to offer AC Milan goalkeeper Donnarumma a huge contract if he fails to agree a new deal with AC Milan. And he's one of the most talented young goalkeepers in the world right now. So AC Milan must do everything that they can to keep this guy, because if he goes to Juventus, he could be, their goalkeeper for the next like 15-20 years. Buffon said he doesn't want to retire yet, but that will be very interesting whether, Buffon stays for the next 2 or 3 years. But Juventus are already thinking about maybe his long-term replacement. So these are the latest Premier League and other leagues transfer news. So let me know, leave a like if you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments below which transfers do you want your club to make. Thanks for watching, see you later guys, goodbye.